my message for my opening rant today is your life, by the time certainly you get to my age, will be about the priorities that you chose. So tonight, OKC and San Antonio, get used to it, are playing in the Western Conference Finals. About a month ago with Rachel Nichols, I picked San Antonio to win the West. What was interesting yesterday, SGA won the MVP, Jokic second, Wemby third. That is now 8 straight years. An MVP has been from the international overseas players, 8 straight years. In fact, the only American to get a first place vote in 5 years is Cade Cunningham, and it was probably a Pistons beat writer. But tell me again how the basketball culture in America, it's all good. In baseball, there's been a massive infusion of international talent that is awesome. But there's still all sorts of great American players, top of class. Paul Skeens, Bobby Witt Jr. is unbelievable. Aaron Judge, Bryce Harper, great domestic players everywhere, mixed with amazing international players. Because in my opinion, our baseball culture is excellent. Our football culture is amazing. Hell, I'd say our hockey culture is great. There's not a lot of ice rinks all over the country, but we just beat the Canadians for the gold. Our hockey culture may not be massive, but it's well coached and they care about the right stuff. Our basketball culture, think of where we are now. Basketball was invented by Naismith here. We've developed it, we've manufactured it, and the majority of the best players now are from overseas. The last American player to even finish in the top 2 of voting is LeBron 6 years ago. So go look at college basketball. I think the development of the 7'3" Spaniard center for Michigan, from UCLA to Michigan, Adai Mara, I thought that was the key for Michigan, that they had a great defensive player who became an offensive hub. And that is what has happened to basketball. And I think it's a grassroots problem. AAU basketball is all about tracksuit Tony getting his. It's not about developing young players. Overseas, they practice relentlessly and play infrequently, therefore creating highly skilled, dedicated players. In America, more games, more gyms. Hell, you'll see 2 California teams playing in Columbus, Ohio. 2 Ohio teams playing in Florida. It's all about making money. That's what it's about. European players are more skilled and often more mature. Our players are often hyper athletic and fun to watch, but didn't we think Ja and Zion, before they went sideways emotionally, personally, were going to wreck the league? And once again, the message today, your life is a result of your priorities. AAU basketball, the worst of American sports capitalism. And Adam Silver, who I think is a good commissioner, we got to get the guys paid. Let's go with the G League. Nonsense. If that works, why are so few G League players top of the NBA? Find me all the G League All-Stars.
Check this out, man. Cade Cunningham received 2 first-place votes for MVP. He's the first American. Why would you come down here, homeboy? Truck drivers. It worked out. So he's the first American to receive a first place vote since 2021. That was Steph Curry. Okay. So you telling me that no American basketball player, not Anthony Edwards, LeBron, and I know he's a little bit on the older side. Now, I've been talking about this on the main channel. It's an agenda. It's an agenda, dog. And this is why, and I'm kind of going to split this up. They care more about the outside dollar than the inside dollar. Now, you might be like, well, CJ, what do you mean when you say they care more about the outside dollar? They care more about the international dollar than they care about the American dollar. That's a fact. That's a fact. They don't give a damn about, marketing American players. They're trying to market international players to take and get the international money, right? And that's why they losing the American money. The NBA game is soft. Yes, partly due because of Michael Jordan. They wanted to, make sure nobody touched Michael Jordan. That's at the end of the day, that's where superstar costs come in at with Michael. It shouldn't be a thing. Everybody should be on the same level, right? And it's just really manifested into, everybody, all top echelon players getting the whistle. But now they really just want to push this international, and ain't nobody buying it. Ain't nobody. SGA is not a superstar. Giannis is not a superstar. People know who they not super. Like Michael was a superstar. Shaq was a superstar. Kobe was a superstar. Allen Iverson was a superstar. You know what I'm saying? Tim Duncan didn't have the biggest personality, but he was a superstar. Hakeem in his prime was a superstar. These guys ain't superstars, bro. No matter how much they trying to change the game, and they made the game softer so these guys can survive in basketball. That's all they did. That's why it's like that. And for them to cheat Cade Cunningham and the Detroit Pistons, and that's what they did. Ain't no way a team should shoot almost 80 more free throws, 84 more free throws than you. Ain't no way. Ain't no way you should be down 3-2 and they talking about they gonna roll out your sneaker. You know what I'm saying? That should have been rolled. They won 60 games. The sneaker should have been rolled out when they won 60 games. And the only reason they allowed him to be voting in for regular season votes, let's keep it a bean. The only reason he's been allowed to be voted in is because they had to make an excuse for Luka, who Ric Flair been on his ass about not being able to be healthy and ready and contribute in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? But Cade came back from a collapsed lung and was healthy to play. Like I said, they look at these guys. Well, Cade don't get the whistle that the rest of these guys get. You think it's coincidental? He don't get that whistle. Look at the whistle that Luka get. Look at the whistle that Jokic get. Look at the whistle. I don't watch much Victor Wembanyama. I'm pretty sure he get a decent better whistle than Cade. They're trying to oppress the American basketball player. They're trying to oppress the American basketball player. That's a fact. That's why they didn't allow Anthony Edwards to get in there. He had a real injury. They don't want the American basketball player to be the face of the NBA. They'd rather lose money now and say, we'll get it back on the international tip. They care more about international. That's why the game is allowed to become a jump shooting game. Partially due to Steph Curry, but it became a jump shooting game. It became a jump shooting game because the international players cannot bang inside with the American players. All they big fellas can come over here and shoot. None of them was rough, tough. Tell me I'm lying. None of them can bang. They came over here flopping and shit. King flop, Lottie D-Box. Tell me I'm lying. Cade got the worst whistle of any All-Star. Any All-Star. He got scratches up his arm. He get fouled every day, all the time. He don't flop, and he doesn't get rewarded. And I heard somebody say, well, Cade only got 2 firsts. Probably was a Detroit beat writer. How can we get Luka votes over Cade? Cade played both sides of the ball. Cade's a better basketball player. Luka got better numbers because he just played for stats. If Luka got the same whistle Cade got, the numbers are not the same. Luka, he cry all the fucking time. Cade don't complain. Cade don't cry like that. Don't cry for real. Anthony Edwards don't bitch and complain. He just hoop. 2 guys that they should be featuring, they should just hoop. They want to put SGA in there. Victor, I don't give a fuck about them, dog. In America, it's proven. Yeah, Victor Wembanyama, good player. Nobody in America is saying, he's going to be a superstar. Come on, nobody's saying that. I mean, he's going to be probably one of the greatest players ever. Ain't no superstar. He ain't gonna carry the league like Michael, carry the league like AI, carry the league like LeBron. But guys like Anthony Edwards and Cade Cunningham, who people in America see look like them, Cooper Knupp, Cooper Flagg, the guys like that is who they should, Austin Reeves, that's who they should be pushing. It's a domestic sport. It was created in the United States. Why are you trying to get this so hard to get this international money? This is why people don't watch the NBA. They made it soft for the international players to thrive. Luka wouldn't have them same numbers in the 90s, bro. Early 2000s, he wouldn't. He wouldn't have those numbers, man. I'm telling y'all, dog. Get Cade that same whistle, man. Cade averaging 35, 36 points. Give him that same whistle. He, no disrespect to him, he ain't played with nobody good as Jalen Brunson, good as Austin Reeves. Offensively, good as LeBron James. As good as Kyrie Irving. They literally extracted him from the Dallas Mavericks and put him on the Lakers. And what has he done? I'm telling y'all, and nobody buying it. White America not buying it. The hood not buying Luka. Urban America not buying it. Come on, Giannis is he's MVP. What do that mean? They giving him MVPs. Jokic is a fantastic player, but come on, y'all don't see the correlation with the NBA, them giving them all these ticky-tack fouls and making them a safe space for them to hoop in, and giving them MVPs in a correlation to the TV ratings going down. And before somebody go in there and be like, well, the TV ratings are going up. No, they not. This is why you have to research. The TV ratings are only going up because Nielsen changed the way they measure the TV ratings. So if they use the old measurement of the TV ratings, they probably slightly down. This is what I don't understand, bro. They sit here and preach America first, America first, America first, America first. But then your business is screaming, well, we got these hubs from China, or we got this exhaust manifold from China. You know what I'm saying? You know, oh, we got this siding from Korea. Fuck out of here, man. Get out of here. Get out of here, man. You could tell the whistles that they don't get. You could tell the predicament they put the American stars in. The guys that they should be putting on a pedestal, you know what I'm saying? You know, LaMelo Ball, he's the most popular guy in the NBA. Believe it or not, they just don't promote him. They got to start winning too. But he's the most popular because besides Daddy Ray, he has the biggest superstar bang. LaMelo, Anthony Edwards, Cade Cunningham, Cooper Knupp, Knupp down there in Charlotte. Knupp and LaMelo, man, come on, man. Cooper Flagg, Knupp, Austin Reeves, them the guys you should be pushing. Paolo Barrancho, Jalen Johnson. Give them that same push they get SGA. Give them that same push they get Jokic and Luka. And watch the league take off. Adam Silver is horrible, bro. He's horrible. He's horrible, man. They really trying to take the game of basketball away from the American-born players, and and I'm telling you, you'll never hear them talking about we lost money on these feminist ass movies that they do. Marvel and Star Wars and that's Disney, went complete berserk feminism. And they lost money on Captain Marvel. They lost money on She-Hulk. They lost money 11,000 ways. Ironheart got canceled. You can go on and on. Star Wars been trashed with the Rey chick being in there. You don't hear them complaining. You don't hear about Adam Silver complaining with Daryl Morey, one of the worst GMs in history. I'm better than him. I swear folk got into white man. I'm better than him. And when he lost that partnership with China for what he said, they didn't cancel him. They didn't fire him. They didn't condemn him. None of that. Why are we stopping? Why are we stopping? It's just simply get over to your left. Why are we stopping? Why are we stopping? This is simple. Get over to your people. Just some scary drivers. I'm in old people land. But come on, look at all the female invasion on ESPN. That's why nobody watch that shit, dog. Speaking that woke bullshit. The NBA is anti-America. I said it. Somebody get Trump on the line. I'm on. They doing road work. My bad, old people. You want to hit the man on the road. They're anti-America. American. America. However you want to say it. I'm telling y'all that, man. This is my rant for today, man. Check out Detroit Pistons Talk playlist. Thumbs up the video. Share the video. Subscribe to the channel. Appreciate the love and support. Peace.